Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're plunging into the fascinating world of creative photography and videography, really focusing on a specific piece of tech that's been capturing a lot of attention.
Yeah, a camera that seems to promise a lot for creators.
Exactly. Can one camera truly redefine what's possible for the everyday creator without, demanding a professional budget?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Our mission today is to extract the most important nuggets of knowledge from a really comprehensive review, helping you understand what makes this particular camera an Editor's Choice Award winner.
Precisely. We're talking about the Fujifilm X-S20 mirrorless camera. It's consistently lauded as a creative powerhouse in our sources.
That phrase keeps popping up.
It does, and it certainly seems to punch above its weight class. We'll explore exactly why it's gaining so much traction, especially for you, our listener, whether you're maybe a burgeoning vlogger or a passionate photo hobbyist.
We're just curious about camera tech.
Or just curious. Yeah.
So prepare to be well informed as we unpack this award-winning camera and see if it lives up to the hype. Let's dive in. Great. So for many of us, the first question when considering new gear is always the cost, value.
Always.
The Fujifilm X-S20, body only, comes in at around $12,299.95. It's definitely not a dedicated professional cinema camera.
Not at all. But that source keeps calling it a creative powerhouse. So what's behind that?
What makes it so powerful then?
Well, what's truly fascinating here is Fujifilm's strategic positioning. They've recently concentrated their higher-end efforts on their APS-C lineup that's common sensor size, balances quality and compactness.
Right, like the X-T5 and X-H2. We've seen those.
Exactly, high-end stuff. But the X-S20 comes in at a much more, let's say, accessible price point. It offers a lot of that high-end tech without the kind of professional premium. This places it perfectly for photo enthusiasts, aspiring influencers, content creators.
So bridging a gap.
It's designed exactly to bridge that gap, yeah. Bringing advanced features to a broader audience.
And it certainly impressed the reviewers, didn't it? Earning their Editor's Choice Award specifically for hobbyists, even over direct competitors like the Sony a6700.
Which is saying something. That Sony is a strong camera.
So it seems to hit a truly sweet spot for its intended audience. It suggests a really strong balance of accessibility and capability.
It absolutely does. It's almost like they, custom built it with that exact user in mind.
Okay, so it's clear on its positioning.
Yeah.
But how does it feel, in your hands? Let's get into the design and handling.
Good idea.
The X-S20 boasts a sturdy magnesium body, nice leatherette wrap. Yet it remains quite compact, like 3.4 by 5.0 by 2.6 inches, about 1.1 pounds without a lens.
Yeah.
Sounds brilliant for travel.
It really is super portable, and especially considering it packs 5-axis in-body image stabilization inside that compact frame. That's huge.
Wow, yeah.
And what's particularly intriguing design-wise is Fujifilm's choice to go with a familiar PASM dial for exposure control.
The program, aperture, shutter, manual dial, standard stuff.
Exactly. A common layout many people already know, unlike Fujifilm's sort of hallmark dial-driven system you see on the X-T5. That can be a bit more niche.
A steeper learning curve, maybe?
Perhaps. So this PASM dial makes the X-S20 way more accessible for people maybe switching from Canon or Nikon or Sony. Lower barrier to entry.
Makes sense for that broader audience focus. It also features a versatile swing-out LCD, perfect for selfies, vlogging. Obvious plus there.
Essential these days, really.
And they've apparently made some thoughtful ergonomic improvements from the older X-S10, like a larger, deeper grip, centered viewfinder.
Yeah, that larger grip is subtle, but really significant. Makes it easier to handle heavier lenses,
Yeah.
Even something substantial like a Tamron 150, 500 millimeter feels less front heavy, more balanced.
Okay, that's a practical touch.
Indeed. And the inclusion of an 8-way rear focus control stick, that's a huge advantage.
The little joystick thing.
Yeah. Especially for action or wildlife photography, it's a feature often left out in this class of camera. Think the Sony a6700, Nikon Z50. They don't typically have that.
So quicker focus point selection.
Much quicker. Really helps track moving subjects. However, worth noting, the review explicitly mentions it's not leather sealed.
Unlike some competitors.
Right. And the electronic viewfinder, the EVF. It's there, but it's described as a bit undersized. 0.62x magnification.
So a few trade-offs for that price and portability.
Exactly. You win some, you lose some.
That's fair. Okay, let's talk performance, because this is where it gets really interesting, right? The internal upgrades. Even though it uses the same 26MP X-Trans BSI CMOS sensor as the X-S10, which is Fuji's unique sensor, known for great color, detailed, good in low light.
Yep, the BSI helps there.
The XS20 gets a significant upgrade to its image processor. Now, how dramatically does that impact real-world shooting compared to the old one? Are we talking subtle tweaks, or is it a real game changer?
Oh, it's definitely a game changer, especially for dynamic shooting, anything moving fast.
How so?
This upgraded processor means a substantial boost to both autofocus and video features. The XS20 gets Fujifilm's current Gen AF system.
The one from the higher-end models.
The very same. Previously only on cameras like the X-T5. And this is crucial because it goes way beyond simple face and eye detection.
Okay.
It offers discrete subject recognition. We're talking airplanes, animals, automobiles, birds, motorcycles, bikes, trains.
Wow, all lists.
Yeah, so if you're trying to photograph your dog running wild or track a bird in flight, this system is designed to make that remarkably easier. Locks right on.
The review says these modes work very well, snapping focus right onto animal eyes, bird eyes, tracking planes easily. That sounds impressive.
It is.
But it also pointed out a quirk. Apparently, the subject recognition modes are in a different menu bank than face and eye detection. Makes switching a bit clumsy.
That's mentioned.
And automatic subject detection only works in the full auto mode. Does that feel like a big hurdle for such a powerful system?
It's an interesting point about UI design, for sure.
Yeah.
But the core performance, undeniably robust. Look, the camera supports a respectable 8 frames per second with the mechanical shutter, but switch to the electronic shutter. It can push to 20 frames per second, full resolution.
20?
Or even a blistering 30 frames per second with a slight crop.
That's flying. But can the buffer keep up?
That's the other impressive part. Phenomenal buffer performance. It can handle like 60 compressed raw images or over 300 JPEGs at 20p's before it even thinks about slowing down.
Good grief.
Yeah.
So you won't miss the action waiting for the camera.
Not likely. Absolutely crucial for capturing that decisive moment in fast action.
And the source also highlighted the electronic shutter itself. Said it's quite effective, capable of freezing motion, like hummingbird wings, with less rolling shutter distortion.
Yeah, that wobbly effect you sometimes get with electronic shutters on fast subjects. It seems to handle it better than some competitors, which is great given those high frame rates.
Very impressive performance package then.
It really is.
But all that power needs fuel. Battery life.
Yeah.
Often the Achilles heel of mirrorless cameras. How does the XS20 hold up?
Well, here's some great news. It seems to buck that trend. Uses the newer NP-W235 battery.
The bigger one.
Yeah, the bigger one. And it's rated for a fantastic 750 pictures per charge. It's APA rated, of course, but still.
750. That's huge for this class, isn't it?
It's truly phenomenal. Right up there with strong competitors like the Sony a6700. For creators on the go, this is just invaluable. It means less battery juggling, less carrying spares.
Less anxiety.
Totally. Plus, really convenient. Charges in camera via USB-C, and it can even function as a high-quality webcam. Just plug it in via USB, UAC, UVC streaming, no extra drivers needed.
Well, it's a nice bonus for streamers or video calls. Plug and play.
Big time.
Now, beyond stills, this camera seems like a serious contender for video too. It offers 10-bit 4K 60, even 6K 30 internal recording.
Which is already pretty powerful.
And then, this is where it gets really pro level. 4.2.2 12-bit HDMI output for external ProRes RAW and Blackmagic RAW recorders. Now, for those of us not totally fluent in video jargon, what does that actually mean? What's the benefit?
Okay, so, breaking it down. That 10-bit 4K 60 internally means incredibly smooth motion, rich colors, much more flexibility when you're editing, especially grading the color.
Or data to work with.
Exactly. Way more than standard 8-bit video. And then, when you add that 4.2.2 12-bit output to an external recorder, now you're talking about video quality that seriously rivals professional cinema cameras.
Really? In this little body?
Yep. It gives vloggers, filmmakers, content creators massive creative headroom, lets you push your footage much further in post-production without it falling apart. It's a huge amount of pro video power packed in here.
Okay, wow. So it punches above its weight in video too.
Definitely. However, potential sticking point for pros. It uses a micro HDMI port.
The smaller, more fiddly one.
Yeah, less robust than a full-size HDMI. Can be a bit more fragile, connections might not be as secure, and it has just a single SD card slot, UHS-2, which is fast, but only one.
So no in-camera backup or overflow for really long shoots.
Right. Some high-volume shooters might find that limiting. Trade-offs again.
Always trade-offs.
Yeah.
Okay. Definite considerations there. Now let's talk about maybe the fun part for many Fuji users.
Yeah.
That beloved color science. The film simulations.
Ah, yes. Fujifilm is absolutely renowned for its in-camera film simulation looks, and the XS20 gives you a whole diverse set of them. Easily accessible, too, right on a dedicated dial.
So you can just dial up Velvia or Classic Chrome or...
Exactly. Provia, Astia, across for black and white. Lots of options. And this isn't just about, pretty presets. It's a genuine workflow accelerator for content creators.
How so?
Well, it lets you achieve specific, really aesthetically pleasing looks directly in camera. Means potentially skipping hours of post-processing, trying to grade your footage or photos.
Get it right in camera, get it out faster.
Precisely. Maintain a distinctive professional visual style without all the extra work. It truly embodies that creative powerhouse idea by simplifying a complex, time-consuming part of the creative process.
That's a huge time saver, especially for people creating content regularly. And speaking of creative freedom, the XS20 also benefits from Fujifilm's whole X-mount lens ecosystem, right? Which has been growing for, what, over a decade now?
Indeed. It's a mature system now, offers a full line of really versatile options. Everything from updated primes like the fast XF33mm f1.4 to very capable kit lenses.
So lots of choice depending on what you shoot.
Loads of choice. Now, the review does mention that maybe the best all-around starter zoom, the XF1680mm f4 constant aperture lens.
One with weather sealing and stabilization.
That's the one. It isn't available bundled in a kit with the XS20, which is a bit of a shame.
You have to buy it separately.
Yeah. But still, the overall flexibility you get from Fuji's huge range of lenses is a significant advantage. It really lets you tailor your setup to your exact creative needs, whether that's, wide-angle vlogging or super telephoto wildlife shots.
So, bringing it all together then, what does this all mean for you, our listener? The Fujifilm X-S20 clearly earns that Editor's Choice Award. It seems remarkably versatile, powerful for its price point.
Absolutely. It manages to balance that mainstream-friendly design, the PASM dial, the good grip, with really advanced features. Subject recognition AF, excellent stabilization, those robust video capabilities.
All wrapped up in a compact body with, crucially, that impressive battery life.
Right. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, the XS20 really demonstrates how these high-end features are increasingly, democratized, becoming more accessible.
Yeah, you don't need the absolute top-tier model to get cutting-edge autofocus anymore.
Exactly. It makes it a really compelling option for anyone looking for a camera that can genuinely keep up with diverse creative demands. High-speed photos, cinematic video. It handles both without, overwhelming you with a super complex interface or that professional price tag. It feels like it redefines what's possible for the everyday creator.
Absolutely. It's quite impressive. So given all we've discussed, if you're thinking about your next creative tool, it makes you wonder, what balance of price, portability, and these powerful features like that advanced autofocus or the incredible video specs, what truly resonates with your unique creative journey? It's exciting to see this kind of power becoming so accessible, isn't it?